dives in the elements. When I was out there, I was almost at the same temperatures. We were around 25 below zero. And to walk in those conditions is extremely difficult. To walk a mile took me probably an hour and 15 minutes.
What scared you so much to cut the inside of the tent and go running out there with minimal closing in sub-zero? That's why I went tricky.
You know what would scare me is the unknown. Fearing and hearing the unknown. If I knew where we were there, or if I knew it were a fellow human being, that would not scare me to run a mile away.
Would a howling wind that sounded like a monster scare you enough to run out?
Well, remember when I talked to the monks, they said there are winds there that happen that scare the hell out of them, and that's why they don't go there.
We're going to come back, Donnie. Final hour to go with you. We're going to open up the phone lines as well. The strangest story I've ever heard. We'll be back.
Find out more about tonight's guest. Log on to coasttocoastam.com.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I am doing a competition on a game called theHunter, and we're going for long shots at a coyote, having to score a heart or a lung shot. I'm going for ranges no less than 300 feet. Unload my bow. Definitely keeping my sidearm. It's instant death if a bear attacks me. Got my scent eliminator. Don't need bear bait. Don't need hog bait. Alright, I think I'm set up and ready to rock. Oh wait, gotta make sure I got my other scope in there. Scopes. Trig out that scope. Put my other scope in my bag. And pick up the mule deer just in case. Okay, looks like I'm ready to roll. Alright, well, I'm fairly new to this game, so I'm not exactly sure which direction I should start, so I'm going to let some people find me by going out here to the rifle range and getting my scope sighted on. Make sure I know where I'm hitting. Unfortunately, I don't think this range is long enough for the long shots. But we can find out. Down to prone. Pull out my rangefinder binoculars. See just how far that is. That is 303 feet downrange. 92 meters. I'm going to scoot up just a little bit to make sure that we can get a proper ranging. By the way, if there's any hunters out there, this game is extremely well made. I myself am not much of a hunter. I'm not. I got nothing against hunting. Obviously, I wouldn't be playing this game. But my cousin is an avid bow hunter, and I've used every tactic that he's taught me, and so far that's helped me land my 12 and 14 point buck. So, I like this game. Anyways, as you can see, the target downrange is 91 meters, 300 feet. Perfect. We're going to switch over to my rifle and get scope ready. scope is a 12 by 42, I want to say. I can't remember exactly. That was kind of high. Alright. So far, the scope is perfectly on site. I, however, am not. I'm having a little bit of trouble. There we go. That was a bullseye. Wait. Huh. Alright. Okay, those were bullseyes. Alright, I'm fairly confident with that. So I know that the center mill dot is 300. So I'm assuming that means that the next one down is 350. At least I hope so, otherwise I'm going to waste a bullet and a coyote will get away. Not what I want. Target's closer. I think that's 436 feet. I could be missing it. 436 feet. So 136 extra feet. Let's find out what the gun can do. Good. Straight miss. That's fine. I was just checking. And I can't see where I hit that thing, so I'm assuming I aimed high. Better view. I cannot tell where that bullet hit. I'm going to put another one down range on the second mill dot and see if it does anything. So that was either really high or really low. That was a 10-point shot. This scope's at least sighted for 400. Alright, so, need a better view. By the way, if anybody has made their way into my channel, I cannot tell. I don't have my second monitor set up yet, so I apologize. Just sit back and enjoy the hunt. I will be headed out very shortly. Wish I had, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my other scope, see if I get any better view with it. What was that other scope? 12 by 50, that's what that was. This one's a 339 power by 40. So as you can see, really hard to see from this distance, except it has variable zoom. So I like it because the crosshairs are a lot smaller. Hold your breath. Well, I'm a lot more accurate at 300 feet with this scope. Dead on bullseye. What was that? I think I'm just going to say never mind to my 12 power Kind of wish I could resell it. Is this scope right here. If anybody looks into getting this game and you're looking for a scope, absolutely. If your gun will take it, get the 3x9 or 3 through 9 power by 40. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. And shoots. And there I go, trying to pronounce it. Rifle scope is the only silver scope on the market or in the store. Get it. It's awesome. It's also got a black variant. No difference. And then one last little piece of information before we go out on the hunt. If you're more of a bow hunter, normally whenever I'm out hunting, this is a competition, so I have to use a rifle to get max range. If you're into bow hunting, they have one that is called the snake bite, and this one right here that I use, the Parker Python. Get the Python. The only difference between the two bows is that the Parker Python actually has 3 sight dots, so you can actually get better range. Well, I'm saying that wrong. You will be sighted for 3 different ranges instead of getting the single sight where you'll have to guess your other ranges except for your minimum range. Now, be warned. This bow is very fun, but it has no sights whatsoever, and it is extremely hard to hold steady as you draw it. So, there you go. Let's go kill a coyote. Oh, that's a 44 Magnum. Most powerful handgun in the world. I've hunted this place before and I've seen a few coyote tracks over here in this area. We're gonna go check that out, possibly set up our tent. A tent in this game is very useful. It's a mobile spawn point. You find a good spot like I did that has a lot of bucks roaming around or whatever animal you're hunting, you can set up a tent a little bit away from them and you can come back later to them. Like say you go out hunting with your rifle and then, well, you fire your rifle and every one of the other deer scatter. Well, leave the game, give them time to calm down and come back to the game later and they're ready for you to kill them again, to hunt them again. By the way, if you're with PETA, blow me. See here. What else can I talk about while I'm making my hike out this way? Unfortunately, there's no vehicles. As I was thinking, at the first, that was aggravating to me, but as I got to thinking about it, vehicles would be a bad idea anyways, because, well, the game has multiplayer, and people would abuse that to run the deer off and the other animals and stuff like that. This way, you can actually get to your point without spooking the animals, so you can possibly sneak up on them. So far, that right there is a deer stand. You can go up inside the deer stand. You can sit and wait, use your lures, use your calls, stuff like that, and draw them in. Me, I like stalking. I don't like to sit and wait. I am very hyper. As we get out towards the point that I found some coyotes, you'll start seeing how the game does tracking. It's actually a really good way of doing it. Right now I'm just scanning the tree line to make sure I'm not about to run into another animal that will spook what I'm going after. So far we look clear, so I'm going to go ahead and make the cross. Ah, here we go. We got some tracks. Yes, these little red halos will tell you what you're currently tracking. As you get better, you won't have to click the identify. You'll just know which way these guys are going. This guy is currently moving in that direction. If you look at the footprints, or the hoof prints, you can see that they point off in that direction. Now, I'll give you a little tip and trick. This is not the same trail. Don't get fooled. We'll go off just a little bit. I'll show you what the next actual part of the trail is. And here it is. As you go around, you'll see one of those halos actually filled in, which will be the same trail. Now, you see a little red dot at the top of my little PDA, my Hunter Mate screen? That indicates that you're on the same trail that you were just tracking. As you get a third one, you won't have to continue to identify. It'll automatically update it for you. And then you can continue on. Well, that's not what we're here for, so I'm going to head back towards where I think the coyotes might be hiding. Let's go see what we got over here. We got more deer tracks or elk track. I think that was actually deer. Oh, and be warned. Whenever you're tracking your animal, if you actually start finding tracks and it's leading you towards it, walking through stuff like this can make sounds that will spook your prey. Ooh. Okay, and that right there, we just heard a doe call. And if you look on the screen, you'll see a little point of interest that just showed up. That's where the sound had come from. So you can go over there, and that should be where the deer is located. Now, just remember, the deer will continue to move, and that will throw you off. As you get closer, go down in stance, you'll move a lot more silent, and the deer won't notice you. So you can get up nice and close on them to make those bow shots. And that's that deer that we just heard's trail. So he was headed that way, and then he turned in. See, those white pods right there, those like to make sound. You walk through them, they'll shuffle and scare the crap out of everything in the area. Alright, we're starting to come up onto the spot, so I gotta slow it down. Okay, it was just that trail. I thought I'd stumbled across a mushroom. In this game, you can pick mushrooms that will have their weight and stuff like that. I haven't figured out what that's for, but just be aware of that. This is one of those games I might actually... I don't know. Yeah, we got a moose. Looks like a small... Or an elk, I mean. Sorry. It's kind of a small one, too. Yeah. Hopefully she doesn't throw off our hunt. Yep, see? And I just spooked her and she's gone. Luckily she's going away from where we're headed. To our deer. Oh, great. Just take it down a notch. Okay. We're getting really close to the point, so I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to switch over to a predator call and see if we can't get one of them to talk to us. To use your calls, you just press left click and just hold it. It'll make it to the proper sound. Yeah, I just called a white-tailed deer for some reason. Alright. Oh, and also, don't call too often. Try to keep your calls down to about 2 minutes in-game, in between calls. That way, they won't get wise to that isn't a real whatever. Another deer track. I'm afraid we might be on a bad trail. Move around here, seeing if we can't spot a trail. Nope. So far, no good trails. Go ahead and do another call. Supposed to be a dying jackrabbit, but I don't know, it just sounds like a kazoo to me. Head up to one of my other stands. We'll have seen tracks by now. That's the other thing. If they are in the area when you call, they'll usually vocalize back to you fairly quickly. Like within a minute in-game time. Nope, we got a whitetail over here. It's things like this for the reason I say get a tent. This is a long way out. Yeah, we got deer crap. We don't need deer crap, I need dog crap. Come on now. I'm making all kinds of noise. Oh, we got a deer track here. Yep. Looks like we got 2 elk over there. Oh, we got 4. Look at that. All females. I could totally take them from this range. But that's not what we're here for. One of them vocalized those. They're lonely, if you know what I mean. It's kind of aggravating. This is the longest I've ever gone without spotting coyote tracks. Usually whenever I'm hunting for deer, the coyote tracks are all over the place. Now I'm actually looking for them and they're nowhere to be found. Green fuck. Like I said, I'm making a crap load of noises go around. This is gonna be a bad day for me, I guess. God, your tracks all over the place. Normally this would be awesome. I think I might have to remember this spot for hunting next time for deer. Just a deer track. That was a female deer. There we go. Roman, where are you going, big dog? There's a pack. on a good trail finally. Unfortunately, this is some pretty thick woods. It's not going to be easy to get a good long shot. Like I said, I want 300 feet or better. You know what? Look at that. Let's blow one right at him. Why not make them come to us? Come on. Y'all want a free lunch. You know you do. No. Come on, Poochies. Show yourself. I think after this hunt, I'm going to make a suggestion to the game developers. Just had a really funny idea for an Easter egg. A Yeti. Bigfoot. Put him in the game. Alright, one more bleep and we're gonna go. Maybe, just maybe. Come on, Pooches, it's time for breakfast. Get over here. Alright, let's stop and continue. So now that I got their attention, I definitely don't want to go too fast. Come on, dogs, where are y'all at? It said running, and I was like, oh crap, they caught my scent. Oh, I thought I found it. Oh, there it is. My back. Yeah, if you lose your trail or like do what I just did and abandon my trail, you can always go back to the last point you found and pick it back up again. Watch, I'm gonna top this hill and there's gonna be an entire wolf pack ready to just kill me. Yes, be careful. Apparently, it has not happened to me yet, but wild animals will attack you in this game. Feral hogs, coyotes, supposedly, moose and elk if you tick them off. So, I would definitely have a plan to get a sidearm as soon as you can. Oh, if they were right down there, that would be beautiful. You doggy doggies. I'm going to stay up here and try to avoid scaring the elk. Oop, there's one of those mushrooms. Oop, now there's one of those elks calling. We've got to get a new computer chair. Anything that hurts. It's been a seriously long hunt. Easily tracked my prey down by now. I might have to start going coyote hunting a little bit more often. These are definitely harder. Man. Ooh, doggy, doggy, doggies. Come on. Show yourself. Right, screw this, I'm sprinting. I don't know where these guys are. There we go. Once they turn back and went up this hill. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Good vocalization. Trying to reapply scent element here. Make sure they can't smell me. Come on, give me another howl. I don't know where y'all went. Hmm? Well, they spotted me. Alright. Good place to set this up. Thanks for that. I'm not seeing these guys. Too many trails. Too many trails. the hell was he? Okay, we'll take on this hunt again later. Didn't mean to click on that. Whew. That was disappointing. Well, good night, everybody.